Well, welcome back to Dirt Guy Drive Time, the show where we just talk. I just talk when I'm driving. Sometimes I yell. Wow, I was yelling right there. Who needs that? I don't. So I think today, today is October 29th, 2019, yada, yada, yada. On my way home from work, blah, blah, blah. This is my vlog, my diary. It's where I spout off a bunch of meaningless crap that some people actually enjoy hanging out with, whomever you may be. So anyway, got that out of the way. I think today's all about the work, all about the day job, I think, today. Just all kinds of weird crap. But there's one thing that's, well, first, let's start it off light, shall we? I think we shall. Start it off light. Thank you very much. So you guys know I got this project engineer that works with me, right, in my trailer. And he's a young guy, late 20s, mid 20s. And he's from India originally. Got a master's degree, by the way, and has already paid off his student loan. How the hell? Only in India. You can't get that done in America. Actually, he got his master's degree, I don't know, some kind of way. He's got a master's degree working for the big stick right here, the super duper. So when he first moved into the trailer, very, very mild-mannered. Like a daisy in a field of thorns. Seriously. He's like, he talks very quiet. He comes in like that. You didn't even understand what I said right now. Try that with a thick Indian accent. It doesn't work for me. So once he came to the trailer full time, I said, listen, bro, here's the deal. You're out here now. You're out here with us cowboys. And does not work. Not out here. I need you to get your big boy pants on, and I need you to say, hey, Steve, I need something from you. What's going on over here? I need to hear that, baby. And so it's taking some time, but I told him today, I said, you know, by the time you go back to the office like 6 months from now, they're going to go, who are you and what have you done with our project engineer? Because he's not the same. He's walking a little taller. He's starting to throw his testosterone around like the rest of us cowboys. Funny thing is, he came over to the U.S. with a buddy that he went to college with and grew up with, I think. And his buddy has still been in the office, and his buddy's like, oh, hi, pleasure to meet you, like that. He's still like that. But my guy's like, yeah, shake my hand. I'll break your fist off. That kind of thing. He's awesome. Well, you know, he's got sort of this Hindu kind of diet and everything. He's the one that said he don't eat beef and pork. But asked me if I could cheat just one time on eating pizza, and I said, can you cheat? He's like, no, I cannot cheat. Well, remember that from the last episode? Anyway, so, you know, I make a lot of references to drinking, because I'm trying to be a Southerner, and Southern folks drink, is my understanding. Soon we'll be making our own shine. I'm just saying. I'm not quite certain how to do that without killing myself, though, but we'll get to that in another episode. So I like to practice the drinking so I can hang out in the honky-tonk back east or in the Midwest somewhere. As a matter of fact, sidebar, going to a country bar Friday night, do a little karaoke with Cindy Brown, the Queen of Everything, and continue to develop our whole country vibe whilst there. So I'll make a lot of references to the drinking. And then I said to my project engineer, I said, hey, so you know, when you go home or whatever, go the weekends, I mean, you're a drinking man, right? And he goes, oh, sometimes. All right, interesting. What do you like to drink? And he says, whiskey. Like, wait a minute. I was thinking Cosmopolitan or a Manhattan or something. Nope, he shoots whiskey. It's his thing. Oh, myself and my other superintendents were just about to pee our pants, laughing so hard. We're like, you? He's like, well, yeah, is that a big deal? I'm like, no, it's cool, bro. He goes, well, I don't drink all the time. Only when I go out and party. He parties. I say, the things you just don't know about some people. He shoots whiskey when he's partying. And then I said, well, then you start smoking cigarettes, smoke a little pot while you're at it, maybe shoot up some heroin. What else do you do? And he goes, no, none of that. I only smoke the hookah. This story just kept getting better. So the frail little daisy in the field of thorns, he's shooting whiskey smoking a hookah while he's out partying. I bet he's not even a virgin anymore. I'm just saying. So anyway, that was a fun piece of work today. I got to tell you, you just don't know about some people. And then one of my other superintendents, he was telling me, Cindy and I, we're all about the living creatures, right? Whilst we eat animals, we don't want to know their names, where they came from, how they died. All we want to know is that they're organic. Other than that, please, it's a necessary thing. We're just not comfortable with it. We don't even kill insects unless they come into our house. They're free to roam the compound, that kind of thing. So remember the episode I did where I wanted to rescue the skunk and I felt so bad for the skunk because he was scared out of his freaking mind? But I know if I tried to rescue the skunk, I'd be skunky like a Heineken. I didn't know it was going to be a comedy show today. This is amazing. Hey, why is that lane continually going faster than me? While we're talking, I got to make a change. So anyway, one of the other superintendents, he tells me they kind of live in like a rural kind of area, I guess, and they raise pigs. Or when the kids were younger, they used to buy little piglets and raise them, and they would name them, and they would train them, and the kids would sleep with them and play with them and all that. And to give you a clue what's coming, they named one of them Spring and one of them Fall. Guess why they were named Spring and Fall? Because in spring they slaughtered Spring, butchered the pig, brought it back to the family, and they ate it. They ate a member of the family. I'm mortified. And they did it to Fall. So here's my rule on the deal. Once you name an animal, you can't eat it. It just doesn't work. Hi, I'm Floyd. Oh, damn it. You walk up to a heifer in the field. Hey, look at that big heifer. I'm gonna have me a steak tonight. And the heifer's like, my name is Daisy. Oh, damn it. Now I can't eat you. I so wanted to eat you too. Then I looked in your eye and it broke my heart. So I didn't want to know that about him. He's also the one that's got like a whole bunch of kids because, hey, when you're out of town, you get lonely. I never get that lonely. Sorry. I don't want to rat out too many of my superintendents because there's more. I have more stories. I can tell you about my assistant superintendent, but I think it might get him arrested, so, or deported or something. So we're going to hold on to that one. Anyway, there's the trailer roundup. Of course, you know everything there is to know about me, but in the time we have remaining, I'd like to introduce a new character into the saga that is my normal work day. We've got the Cobra, he's the owner's rep. We got the Dragon Lady, we got King Arthur, my boss. We got El Director, we got the Super Duper, we got the Jackhole. I don't like that guy very much. Etc., etc., etc. Well, I'm naming a new character. I'm just gonna call this person the Jester right now, the Jester. Because that's about all he's worth. He's like the court clown, I guess. So without getting too much technical babble here, so you can get the principle without having to get embroiled in the details. Here's the deal. We have lights in our hotels. It's a modern thing. Who knew they actually put lighting in hotels? It's amazing. Well, we may never actually get the lights in the hotel based on the rest of this story, but they're supposed to go in. Lights have wires that go to them, and then things that control when the lights turn on and off. Light switches, time clocks, computers, whatever. Something turns those lights on and off. Did I just say off? On and off, honey. Oh, like butter. It turns the lights on and off. So on this particular project we're on, we get a plan in addition to the electrical plan. That's the lighting control plan. All it's supposed to do is nothing different than the electrical plan, which is what we bid off of. It says turn this light on, turn this one off, controlled by a time clock. Not done. Well, here's the problem with that. The handler, we're going to call him Palpatine. Remember, it's the Cobra's handler. He's the owner of the property. Palpatine is directing the lighting control guy, the Jester, on I want this change, I want that change, I want this change, I want that change. Every time he does it, the Jester has to redraw the lighting control plan. Meanwhile, my electricians can't do their work because they don't have their wire in the damn building. And what's even better is, like, a change comes through. Like, here's the deal. When you got 75, 84 something guest rooms in a hotel, and every one of those guest rooms has a restroom, baby, because everybody got to go when they got to go. And you have one light switch in there. It turns everything on. Boop. We have lights. We have whatever, fart fans, everything. Turn the switch off. Boom. Everything shuts off. That's easy, right? No problem. Well, this new lighting control plan that just came out has 2 switches in it now. There is one I'm going to get banned for sure. One switch to turn on some lighting, and one switch to turn on the light on the mirror. Easy enough, right? Who cares? Why would that be an extra? Well, I don't know. A, because we've already installed the electrical on 2 floors of a 4-story hotel. And on the 3rd floor, we're in the middle of installing the electrical. And you're going to add a switch. And you don't want anybody to charge any more money for it. And the Jester is saying, well, that's what the owner wants. But he didn't want to pay any more money for it. Hey, Jester, get over your bad self. I don't care. Make your shit match the electrical plans. My inspector don't care about no lighting control plan. My inspector care about electrical plan. So the net effect of the Palpatine Jester, I was going to say triangle, but there's only 2 of them. What is that? Line? Ray? Whatever. Net effect is one of my hotels is going to be delayed now because we can't do the electrical. We may have to go rip out a bunch of electrical, and they don't want to pay for any of it, so we're not going to do it. Come the end of the day, it's Stevie in the middle. The dirt guy is in the middle of the deal. That's bullshit. Did you hear the one about my project engineer hitting the hookah, though? That's still a great story, isn't it? Anyway, that's sort of a comedy and a rant. There's going to be more on the developing story with the Jester, I assure you, because I am the big stick, baby. I am the super duper. You mess with me, you get the horns continually, unless I shrivel up like a little daisy in a thorn field. Anyway, boom, there you go. That's my report for today as I continue to head home from work. With any luck, I will see you again tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. And until then, my name is Steve Brown, and hit the hookah, people.